Good morning. It's been a while since I've done a video, and even longer since I have done a video about my bale unroller build. You'll remember that I've been building a bale unroller, and I didn't get it done last winter, and then I didn't need it during the summertime, so it kind of took a back seat for the summer. But here we are getting into winter again, and I need it. I've actually already needed it a couple times, so I'm going to try to work on it, get as much done as I can, and go there. I've been doing some figuring and some measuring and stuff like that, and I'll kind of show you what I am thinking. So hopefully the wind isn't too terrible. It decided it wanted to be breezy today. Naturally, when I try to film, it wants to be breezy. I still have not gotten this on there yet. I am going to bolt it through here and here, all the way through, and so that'll be fine. No worries there. But what I've been trying to figure out here is where I want to put this, the D-ring that the boat winch is going to tie to. And originally I was going to put it where it's at on the underside here, but I think what I've actually decided is I'm going to put it on this front face here, because I've been trying to figure out, as you can see, some sort of stop here. And so I've got this piece that I welded up, and I was going to do one on this side and then one over here. I've got another one built, but I was like, man, these are really heavy and they're going to take up a whole bunch of room and a whole bunch of material as well. So I've been trying to figure out, like, what can I do to not use a 28-inch piece here and a 28-inch piece here as a stopper. And I was like, well, if I just come right here to the middle and bring it right up to here, now I've got a stopper to stop this top rail from coming all the way down. But this was in the way, so the solution is just put this right here, and then back over here somewhere is where I'm going to put my boat winch. So you can see I've got this boat winch. It's a strap. It's a 2,000 pound boat winch, which should be plenty for what I need. I just bought it off of Amazon. But I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna attach this, and I came across this plate. It's got some holes already drilled in it. So I'm gonna go probably to this hole here, I think, maybe. And then cut this back here. That should give me plenty of area to weld a post onto this plate, and then that post I'll weld, somewhere on the tongue there. So I don't know why it's taken me forever to figure out how I'm going to mount that boat winch. For whatever reason, that just stumped me. But I got it figured out now. It'll be pretty good. I'm going to use one of the existing holes and try to cut that plate as best as I can to, be as frugal as I can with the materials. Also, one of the things that I need to do that I realized that I wasn't going to do, but now looking back, I definitely am going to do it. Put caps on all these. That's going to be a perfect place for wasps to build nests, spiders to get in and hide and stuff like that. So I've got, this one here. There's one on the back side there, one down there, that one right there, and then the same thing on that side. So what I did was I just took a piece of my angle and I cut the sides off, and that's what I'm gonna use. Obviously I'll clean them up and size them and everything like that. I'll weld those on there as caps, and it'll be like it's meant to be. So as you can see, right there. So there's about a quarter of the bubble. And when we come down here, it's about the same. And so I think our level is good. And so what I want to do is I just want to pop a measurement from there to the bottom here. And then that'll give me what that piece needs to be. 24 3/8. I think that'll be all right. Yeah, that should work. So now that I've got that on that cut, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up, and I'm just going to tack it on there for now. I want to make sure that that is the right length. It's basically level right now. So I want to make sure that it's the right length and I don't have to make it a little bit shorter so that the bale wants to stay down. And what I was talking about is I've got them parallel with each other. So I've got this top bar parallel with this bottom bar, but it may need to be slightly lower so that the bale, which is going to be sitting back on the back over here, isn't trying to pull it the whole time, but also long enough here and high enough to where it's not impossible to lift it. I think that'll work just fine. Most of the weight is going to be on the back end of it, so I think that'll work just fine. But like I said, I'm only for now just going to leave that tacked until I know if this is for sure the right length. So right now it won't be too hard to cut that off and cut just a little bit off of there if I have to shorten it. I think it looks good, and I think that'll do what I needed to do, and it's a better option and a better idea than what I'd originally planned. Now I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna try to get the D-ring attached. Got a fire. Yeah, that'll do. It's pretty decent for farm welds, I think. It'll do the job, and the D-ring still moves, so I'd consider that a win. That's what it looks like. And I just tried to center the D-ring above this because that's on that, so that should should get me where I need to be, and that should work pretty good, I think. All right, so got a little bit of progress here. So I got the plate cut down and a couple holes drilled for the boat winch. I had some round stock, so I used that. I just cut a foot-long piece, and I used that as my stand for the platform for the boat winch. This is the platform. I still have to obviously clean that off, and then I've just got it tacked. That's roughly how it'll sit. I think that'll work out just fine. I got her done. I am not proud of that at all. Doesn't look so bad right there, and then pretty ugly right there. There was a big gap on both sides that I had to fill, so that's my excuse for whatever it's worth. The other thing that I'm kind of concerned about is this hole, and this hole already existed. This one's fine. It's just draining to air. I drilled this, to air. I drilled this one out, and I drilled this one. But this one here is open straight into the tube, and I worry that that's going to fill with moisture and cause me issues. And so I'm really considering trying to weld that shut. And as you saw, I'm not very good at filling in gaps, but I feel like if I don't, it's really going to start causing me problems, because there's nowhere for the moisture to go outside of causing corrosion. Here goes nothing. Well, I've seen better, but I've seen a lot worse. There's a couple little voids there, but nothing that I'm too concerned about. So all in all, I would say that's not so bad. I'm pretty happy with what I've gotten done, because I'm kind of making it up as I go. I don't have a plan or anything like that. I had a rough idea of how I was going to do this. If you remember from probably the very first video, I think I had jotted down some rough guesses of what I thought I might need, and And then I've just kind of been winging it as I've gone through this whole project, which is pretty much how I do everything. So far, this is turning out kind of good. I mean, obviously the main test is whether it does what I need it to do and holds a bale of hay and is able to operate the way that I need it to operate. All in all, though, I am pretty excited about where we're at, and I'm gonna try to get cleaned up. I still have a couple chores to do before I call it a day. And today is December 21st, which is the winter solstice, and it's the shortest daylight hours of the year. So tomorrow we move up and we start gaining a little bit of time of daylight every day moving forward after today. So I'm very excited about that. I can't stand it getting dark early. I'd probably be able to get this most of the way done if I had a few more hours of daylight. I got tools over here, all the way over here, and then I got a workbench full of tools all just spread out everywhere. And I got some stuff to put away, so I will come back to this. Today is Sunday, so I will come back to this. Actually, I'll probably on Christmas Eve, if the weather's good, which it's supposed to be. I think Christmas is supposed to be like 75 degrees this year, so I've got Christmas Eve off of work, and so I'll probably try to come out here and start working on this again on Christmas Eve. And so what'll be a couple days to me will be just like that to you guys. We'll see you then.